난 안정원, 얜 양석형, 김준환, 이익준.
나는 최송아. 니들 다 친구야?
아니야, 미쳤어. 본 지 5분밖에 안 됐어.
Not all K-dramas are worth a second watch, but these 12 are the ultimate exception. With unforgettable stories, top-tier romance, and iconic moments, these are the best K-dramas to rewatch over and over again. First up, Business Proposal.
보여줘.
실은 내가 남자친구랑 온 게
자기야.
If you've ever wished that you could actually understand what you're saying in scenes like this, I got something special at the end of this video.
This 2022 romantic comedy follows Shin Ha-ri, who shows up on a blind date pretending to be her rich best friend, only to realize her date is Kong Tae-moo, the ridiculously attractive CEO of the very company she works at. What starts off as a favor quickly spirals into a full-blown fake dating arrangement, complete with secret identities, workplace hijinks, and way too many heart-fluttering moments for something that's supposed to be fake. But here's the thing. It's not just the main couple that keeps you hooked. An Hyo Se-op and Kim Si-jong have electric chemistry, but the second couple, Cha Sung-hoon and Jin Young-seo, are scene stealers with their flirty, mature dynamic. Add in the laugh-out-loud comedy, Hari's chaotic blind date persona, and Taemu's straight-laced reactions, and you've got a rom-com that never drags. It's fast, fun, and packed with little details you catch on rewatch, not to mention some of the best kiss scenes in recent memory. If you need a drama reset, Business Proposal always delivers. Next up is Extraordinary Attorney Woo, the heartwarming legal drama that quietly took over everyone's hearts in 2022 and quickly became a rewatch favorite.
변호인으로서 피고인을 도와 사건의 진실을 밝힐 수 있도록 최선을 다하겠습니다.
The story delves into the not-so-ordinary life of Woo Young-woo, a brilliant rookie attorney on the autism spectrum, as she navigates the challenges of corporate law, courtroom battles, and social relationships at a prestigious Seoul law firm. What makes Extraordinary Attorney Woo so rewatchable is its blend of warmth, wit, and quiet emotional depth. Park Yoon-bin's performance as Young-woo is layered and powerful, and on rewatch, you notice all the subtle details, from her careful speech to her evolving relationships. The slow-burn romance with Lee Jun-ho is soft and sincere, and the supporting cast brings heart and humor in every episode. It's comforting, hopeful, and the kind of show you return to when you need to be reminded that kindness still exists. On the other side of legal dramas, we have Vincenzo, a sharp, stylish, and delightfully chaotic ride into the darker side of justice.
그래. 어디 깽값 한번 물게 해봐 이씨.
This 2021 hit stars Song Joong-ki as Vincenzo Cassano, a Korean-Italian consigliere for the mafia who returns to South Korea to recover hidden gold, only to get caught up in a war against a corrupt conglomerate. What starts off as a simple mission quickly turns into an all-out battle, with Vincenzo dishing out justice in the most explosively satisfying ways possible. So, why is Vincenzo so rewatchable? For starters, it's just plain cool. The combination of mafia swagger, courtroom drama, and brutal takedowns is as thrilling the second time around as it is the first. But what really hooks you is how masterfully the drama blends tones. 1 minute you're watching a ruthless scheme unfold, and the next, you're laughing out loud at the antics of the eccentric Gumga Plaza tenants. Then there's the chemistry. Song Joong-ki brings a dangerously smooth charm to Vincenzo. His dynamic with Jeon Yobin's sharp-tongued lawyer Hong Cha-young evolves from playful rivalry to genuine partnership, with plenty of moments that hit even harder once you know how things play out. And of course, there's the satisfaction factor. Watching the villains go down, especially knowing how it all ends, makes every win along the way feel even sweeter. Next, let's talk about Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha, the ultimate comfort drama that feels like a warm hug by the sea.
크레새우 먹는 펭귄이랑 바다사자 잡아먹는 북극곰만큼 다를 거야. 근데 그런 거 다 모르겠고 내가 홍반장을 좋아해.
This 2021 hit stars Shin Min-ah as Yoon Hye-jin, a perfectionist city dentist who impulsively opens a clinic in the charming seaside village of Gongjin. There, she crosses paths with Hong Du-sik, played by Kim Seon-ho, the village's beloved all-around handyman with a heart of gold and a mysterious past. What comes after is a gentle, slice-of-life romance that's filled with healing, laughter, and a whole lot of heart. So why do people keep rewatching Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha? Because it's healing. Each episode feels like a deep breath, a gentle reminder to slow down, connect with others, and find joy in life's quiet moments. The chemistry between Shin Min-ah and Kim Seon-ho is effortlessly natural, full of subtle glances and quiet warmth that say more than words ever could. Add in the heartwarming side stories, unrequited love, second chances, family bonds, and personal healing. And every rewatch feels like returning to a place where somehow everything softens and gets just a little better. Now, for another healing K-drama that people still rewatch to this day, and the one that set the gold standard for nostalgic storytelling, reply 1988 is the ultimate comfort watch.
수건은 좀 있어? 있지. 사람은 뭘로 알고 있어? 뭐? I, my, me, mine.
yours.
아까 중1 때 배운 거. He, his, him, his. 한장한다, 한장해.
She, hers.
We, our, us, ours.
Set in a small Seoul neighborhood in the late 80s, it revolves around 5 childhood friends and their families as they navigate first loves, growing pains, and the simple beauty of everyday life. What makes Reply 1988 so rewatchable is how it hits differently depending on where you are in life. The first time around, you're probably caught up in the shipping wars, Team Taek or Team Jung-hwan. But on a second or third watch, your focus shifts. You start noticing the quiet sacrifices parents make, the small gestures between friends, and the way time moves forward without anyone realizing it. Every character feels lived in and real, from Deok-sun's chaotic charm, to Taek's quiet brilliance, to the gruff dads and the endlessly loving moms. One moment you're laughing at a silly neighborhood antic, the next you're tearing up at a silent goodbye. It's warm, funny, and achingly human, the kind of drama that grows with you, no matter how many times you watch. And when you need a break from all the feelings, when your heart's been through enough and you just want to laugh until your stomach hurts, there's Welcome to Waikiki Season 1.
뭐야 이거? 아이 괜찮아. 아이 안전벨트 다시 깨매면 되지 뭐.
This 2018 slice-of-life comedy is pure chaos in the best way. Set in a struggling guest house run by 3 broke and wildly unlucky friends, the show follows their daily misadventures as they try to keep their business afloat, all while dealing with surprise babies, failed auditions, unfortunate antics, and more secondhand embarrassment than you can possibly prepare for. What makes Waikiki so rewatchable is simple. It's downright hilarious. Not just funny, but chaotic, absurd, and laugh-out-loud ridiculous. Each character is a walking punchline, from Donggu's constant bad luck to Junki's unhinged method acting and Dushik's stressed-out attempts to keep the house running. Add a single mom, a surprise baby, and a parade of strange visitors, and you've got non-stop comedic chaos. The best part? On rewatch, it's even funnier. You start catching background gags and layered jokes you missed the first time because you were too busy crying from laughter. And underneath all the madness, there's heart, real, messy friendships, and the shared struggle of chasing impossible dreams.
If you want to start learning Korean using your favorite K-dramas, we have a first group of class for free. Link is in the description.
Next, there's Descendants of the Sun, the drama that took over 2016 like a storm, and still manages to pull viewers back years later.
난 지금 심장 떨려 죽겠어요. 바닷가에 술도 있고 미인도 있고.
Set against the backdrop of military missions and disaster relief, the story follows Yu Shijin, a charismatic special forces captain, and Kang Mo-yeon, a driven and compassionate surgeon. Their worlds collide in a conflict zone where life and death situations make their love story all the more intense, complicated, and unforgettable. So why do fans keep rewatching it? First, the chemistry. Song Joong-ki and Song Hye-kyo's on-screen and at one point off-screen romance had fireworks. Their banter, tension, and slow-burn longing make every scene between them feel charged. And revisiting it just brings those butterflies right back. Then there's the setting, the exotic fictional country of Urk, which gives the show an epic, cinematic feel that's a welcome escape from everyday life. On rewatch, Descendants of the Sun delivers even more emotional weight. On a second or third watch, you start to notice the little details, the way Shijin deflects with humor, how Mo-yeon's fear slowly turns into courage, or the way background characters quietly evolve as the story unfolds. It's iconic, addictive, and absolutely worthy of a rewatch. Switching gears from action-packed romance to something a little more dreamy and emotional while you were sleeping is that one drama that quietly grabs your heart and doesn't let go. It's the kind of show you start for the unique premise and end up rewatching for the feels.
근데 재찬 씨, 좀 전에 차 안에서
그냥 좀 넘어갑시다. 왜 그쪽도 전에 비슷한 일 있었잖아요. 앞치마 풀어준다 그랬다가. 그때는 어땠습니까? 그쪽 배려해서 아무 말도 안 하고 넘어갔잖아. 그러니까 그쪽도 좀,
The story revolves around Nam Hong-ju, a woman who dreams of bad things before they happen, and Jung Jae-chan, a rookie prosecutor who suddenly starts having the same dreams. Together, they try to prevent these events from coming true. And somewhere along the way, they fall for each other in the most gentle, fated kind of way. What makes this drama so worth revisiting is how well it balances romance, mystery, and that slightly magical vibe. The dream sequences and flash forwards keep you guessing the first time around, but when you rewatch it, you start to see all the clues you missed, all the little moments that hinted at something bigger. It's super satisfying when everything clicks. And let's be real, Jung Hae-in as Woo-tak, a total scene stealer. Watching him pine with a smile hurts in the best way, and somehow it hurts even more when you already know what's coming. Every rewatch gives you something new. Maybe you focus more on the emotional growth, or notice how the characters start protecting each other without even realizing it. Next, there's Weightlifting Fairy Kim Bok-ju, the ultimate feel-good drama that somehow manages to be both soft and strong at the same time.
복주야 위험해!
Set in a sports university, it centers on Kim Bok-ju, a talented weightlifter with a heart as big as her deadlifts, and Young Jun-young, a goofy, sweet-natured swimmer who becomes her best friend. And eventually, something more. It's a coming-of-age rom-com packed with humor, heart, and the kind of awkward, adorable first love that makes you smile like an idiot. So why is Weightlifting Fairy one of the most rewatchable K-dramas out there? First, the chemistry between Lee Sung-kyung and Nam Joo-hyuk is just insanely natural. Their friendship-turned-romance is built on teasing, comfort, and quiet support. And it's so refreshing to see a relationship where both people can truly be themselves. But more than that, this drama celebrates self-worth, body positivity, and the messy, confusing process of growing up. Whether it's Bok-ju trying to balance her identity as a female athlete with her insecurities, or her friends navigating crushes, pressure, and career dreams, every storyline is relatable in a way that feels gentle and honest. And because it doesn't rely on dramatic twists or high-stakes tension, it's one of those shows you can come back to whenever you need something light, comforting, and real. Another K-drama that feels like home no matter how many times you revisit it is Hospital Playlist.
난 안정원, 얜 양석형, 김준한, 이익준.
나는 최송아. 니들 다 친구야?
아니야, 미쳤어. 본지 5분밖에 안 됐어.
This slice-of-life gem revolves around 5 longtime friends, now doctors working at the same hospital. as they balance demanding careers, personal struggles, complicated love lives, and their weekly jam sessions as a band. There's no central villain, no big dramatic twist, and that's exactly what makes it so special. What makes Hospital Playlist so endlessly rewatchable is the comfort it brings. It's the kind of show you turn to when you need something familiar, grounding, and full of heart. You'll come back for the rhythm of hospital life, but stay for the emotional payoff in the little things, like a silent moment between colleagues after a difficult case, or the way a doctor holds back tears in front of a grateful patient. And the cast? Perfection. Jo Jung-suk, Yoo Yeon-seok, Jung Kyung-ho, Kim Dae-myung, and Jeon Mi-do have a natural, effortless chemistry that makes their on-screen friendship feel completely real. Whether they're performing throwback songs in their band or roasting each other over dinner, their bond is the soul of the show, and a huge part of what makes it so rewatchable. Now for something completely different, Signal.
당신도 다른 형사들처럼 못 들은 걸로 할 건가요?
If most of the dramas on this list are comforting or romantic, Signal is the one that grabs you by the collar and pulls you straight into a whirlwind of crime, suspense, and emotional intensity. This 2016 thriller isn't exactly easy watching. It's dark, tense, and often devastating. But that's exactly why it's so rewatchable. Once you've seen how brilliantly the story comes together, you'll want to go back and catch every detail you missed the first time. The premise alone is enough to hook you. A present-day profiler, played by Lee Ji-hoon, discovers an old walkie-talkie that somehow lets him communicate with a detective from the past, played by Jo Jin-woong. Together, across time, they start solving cold cases. But messing with the past, it comes with serious consequences. Each episode plays out like a tight, perfectly layered puzzle, and when you know what's coming, a rewatch lets you appreciate the brilliance of the storytelling. How clues were planted early on, how timelines are woven together, and how every twist lands with even more impact. Yes, Signal is intense. Yes, it's heavy, but it's also one of the smartest, most emotionally gripping K-dramas out there. And it sticks with you. It challenges you, surprises you, and rewards you for paying attention. If you're looking for a rewatch that hits just as hard, if not harder, the second time around, Signal is the one. Last on our list is Mr. Queen, the historical fusion drama that flips every expectation on its head and somehow pulls off being absolutely hilarious, politically sharp, and emotionally moving all at once.
싫은데.
대왕 대비마마의 명이옵니다.
The story begins when a cocky, modern-day male chef suddenly wakes up in the body of a Joseon-era queen. That queen? Kim So-young, played by Shin Hye-sun, who gives one of the most delightfully unhinged performances in K-drama history. What follows is chaos. Pure, glorious, palace-level chaos. So why is Mr. Queen so insanely rewatchable? First, the comedy is unmatched. It's physical, irreverent, self-aware, and loaded with meme-worthy moments. Shin Hye-sun delivers a fearless, unhinged performance that somehow balances slapstick with genuine dilemma, making even the most ridiculous scenes unexpectedly layered. And Kim Jung-hyun as King Cheol-jong, a perfect mix of secret genius and chaotic charm. Their chemistry is electric, weird, wonderful, and impossible to look away from. But beneath the laughs, there's a real emotional journey. Watching So-young evolve from a confused intruder to someone who forms real connections, finds purpose, and even love hits harder when you know where the story is going. Mr. Queen is one of those rare shows that manages to be hilarious and heartfelt without ever losing its momentum. You start watching for the laughs and end up staying for everything else. Whether it's your first time or fifth, it's always a wild, satisfying ride.
안녕하세요. Hi, my name is Jalen. On Saturday, July 12th Eastern Standard Time, we invite you to join a Korean language class using your favorite K-dramas. Every week, we meet on Zoom to break down real drama scenes and learn useful Korean phrases you hear in your favorite shows. It's beginner-friendly, fun, and totally different from boring textbooks. You'll practice speaking, understand what the actors are really saying, and learn naturally with other fans. The first class is completely free. Just click in the link to save your spot right now and join our private Facebook group where we will post updates and useful materials. I'll see you in class. 감사합니다.